Happy Wednesday. I have so much to tell you today. I'm going to show you a couple of little tricks for working with stencil material and how you can use designs that are perfect for stencils, but also use them for lots of other things like vinyl decals, if you want to put them on a mug, how to double dip on your designs. And it's perfect timing because our wood sign bundle is ending Friday. There's 72 designs in there, and it's they're like come out to like 23 cents each. But even though it's called wood sign bundle, you can use these designs for lots and lots of other things, like I said, like decals, different things like that. So I'm going to show you how to use them. I'm going to pull you down a little bit so you can see my computer. I've already cut this stuff. I use Silhouette Studio, but it would be the same thing with any of the other design programs that you have. So here is one of the designs that I cut. I'm going to use this one for a stencil. And if you look closely, you can see that I put a box around my design, okay? That's the only thing that I did to this design other than enlarging it, all right? So I just used, they have basic drawing tools on the side, and I used it to draw a box around there. And the reason I did that is because for stencils, you are going to actually remove everything that's not in the box. Okay, so for a decal, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute, you would remove this white part. But for a stencil, you actually want to remove the design part itself to expose it. And you'll see what I mean as we do that. So I cut this design on Oramask 813. Now, if you get the design bundle, you will get a coupon to save on the Oramask as well. And also, we actually included a wood sign, like, kind of getting started guide also. So, but what I want to show you is I put my box around, and I already cut this on my CAMEO, but again, you can cut this. My weeding tool is not helpful right now. So, I'm removing, this is excess vinyl, okay? This is the box that I drew that you saw in there. Now, for a stencil, to make a wood sign, you do not want to pull up the box, right? Because then you'll just be left with your design. That's what you would want if you were doing decals. For a stencil, you want to pull out the design. And if you're wondering, like, how do I know exactly what I want to pull out? Look at your design on your computer and pull out everything that you want painted, okay? So if you are going to paint your sign with black design, you want to pull out everything that's black so that when you paint, that's the part that's exposed, okay? So that means I want to pull out this arrow. Now you'll see, if you did not have this filled in black, it would be a little bit confusing which part of the arrow you want to pull out. So let me show you what I mean. Get away. Okay, so you've got these parts of the arrow. So you're like, well, do I leave them? Do I take them out? Well, you just refer over here and you can see the part that you leave out. And you'll see what I mean. This stuff weeds really, really easily. It's a little bit thicker, more stiff than vinyl, which you could use 651 or as a stencil material. But I like the 813 Oramask because it's just a little bit more substantial, and it cuts really easily, so there's no problem with that either. Alright, so let me just quickly finish weeding this, and then I'll show you how you're going to get this onto here. Alright, I got lots of tricks up my sleeve today. Alright, so now what you're not going to do is put your transfer tape over and then pull it directly up. You're going to do the first step. This is clear transfer that I like to use. Alright, you can get it at, I'll throw a link up, you can get it at Swing Design along with the Oramask, but I'll show you. Okay, so as you can see, I'm working on my mat. This keeps everything in place. Okay, so keep that down. Then I put my stencil material down. Get your scraper and just scrape down. Okay, so you have it like that. Okay, now, what you are not going to do right yet is pull up the transfer sheet with that. You don't want to do that. What I want you to do is take the whole thing off of your mat move your mat out of the way. And then get your piece of wood, and you can trim this down a bit if you need to, so that you can see exactly where your stencil is going, okay? And this way, you know exactly where to position it, and you're not accidentally hitting the adhesive onto it yet. Okay, so then I've got it. I'm like, okay, where's my ruler? Then I use my ruler and I measure. Okay, I need it to be, that's right on the end there. Okay, all right. I'm not actually going to paint this one yet, so that's why I'm not being, but there. All right, I got my gauge. This gauge is like a savior. Okay, once you've got it in position, you want to take a piece of tape. Have I showed you this trick before? You're going to tape completely across. Make sure that it stays in place. Okay, and you're going to, whoop. Okay, and then you're going to tape it to the table. Okay, and then you are going to use your weeding tool and pull up the stencil with the transfer. Okay, oops, I forgot to weed a part out. All right, then you're going to trim off the backing, okay? And when you do that, it's going to allow you to put your stencil down, and the adhesive from the stencil will hold it in place, right where you wanted it, while you pull up this side, okay? Oops. Make sure that you get all your little pieces. I'm rushing, but you don't need to. Okay, and then you can place that back down, all right? Okay, then, once that's on there, this still has the transfer on there, then you need to take that transfer sheet off, okay? Let me grab a little part of that. I probably trimmed it a little bit too closely, because now I can't. Be easier if I just pull it from there. Okay, this is how you're supposed to do it normally. But you've got it in place, and then you pull the there we go, I got it. Okay, so then you're just going to pull that transfer off, and it's going to leave the design behind exactly where you wanted it, okay? All right, and then you can go ahead and paint. Okay, you gotta sometimes still encourage it. This piece of wood is very rough. I didn't even sand it down, which makes it a little bit more challenging to get the vinyl to stick on there, especially these small parts, but definitely doable. Oops, and if you miss one, it's fine. You can always add it back. All right, let's pull it up. I'm being so careful. Not. Okay, there you go. All right, and then you'll be able to paint, okay? I got a couple counters that are coming up with it. All right, so that's how you're going to do that. Okay, then smooth it back down. Okay, now I lost my A, which is not a problem. That's what's nice about this Aura mask. It's thick enough that you can manually add them back in, which I'll do with those too. Okay, so then you would paint. Okay, wood sign bundle design. Now, also a wood sign bundle design that I cut on glitter Oracal. Okay, is that my friend Katie Nagel? Hello, Katie Nagel. Okay, so what you're going to do with this, obviously part of the wood sign bundle, but not going to be used as a wood sign. Again, this one I drew a box around, and this time, because it's going to be a vinyl decal, I weeded out the box itself, okay? And that just leaves the design on the backing. Again, you're going to take your transfer tape, all right, place it over your vinyl, use your scraper, okay, to pick that design up, okay? This time, I'm going to put it on a mug. This is going to be crooked. I can pretty much guarantee you because I'm upside down. Okay, once you got it on there, I usually start in the center and then go across, okay? Make sure it's on there. Again, I use the same transfer tape. This time, pull from the corner, okay? And you have used the same design, which could be used for a wood sign, on a mug. Okay, so don't be like, oh, they said it's the wood sign bundle, I don't make wood signs. Well, that's okay. You can make mugs or use it on your shirt or whatever you want to do. We just named it wood sign because there looked like there was designs that you could use for wood signs and would be popular. Okay? All right, so I'm going to throw up a couple examples in the comments as soon as I'm done here to show you some things that I made with items from this wood sign bundle. And like I said, you'll get tips for like this little fabulous tip that I showed you here. You'll get a whole PDF with some links so that you can get started with wood signs. Here's one that I made with another. See, that's what I do. I use the front and back of things so that you can see, but this was used with the same technique was made with this. I used the Aura mask on this side of it and painted, okay? This is not really reusable. I mean, you could peel it up after and wipe it if you wanted, but depending on the type of wood that you're using, you end up getting like some of the wood grain on there, and it just isn't quite as sticky. So, okay, but hurry up, guys, if you're interested in the wood sign bundle. It expires on Friday, so get over there and get it. Like I said, there's 72 designs. They're all SVGs. There's no fonts in this one. But you can grab it. It's like a lot of them are rustic kind of style, farmhouse kind of style, you know, vintagey kind of things. They're fun. So head on over there and grab that, and you'll get the Aura Mask coupon code with it to use at Swing Design. That's this stuff, and you'll get the PDF guide getting started for painting. I think there's like 12 or so tips on painting wood signs. All right, guys, have a fabulous day. See you soon.